Welcome back to my channel. It's time for another anime review. Welcome once again. We're going to be doing the review of part one, which I didn't know it was part one, but now I know it's part one of the season three of Beastars, which it annoys me that they called it part one. Why don't they just say season three and then season four? They just they play with you because they tell you that it is the final season. They give you 12 episodes, and then it ends up being just the first part. There's a second part of 12 more episodes, which can just be considered a a fourth season, but they don't want to consider it a fourth season for whatever reason. But it is what it is. Let me know if that makes sense in your life, and if it does, explain to me why they did that. But for now, I just think it's stupid. Thank you again for supporting my channel. If you guys have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I have talked about Beastars, so you guys can see my reviews. I don't think I ever reacted to this one, but I do talk about it in my live that I did back in December, talking about the best anime in the season, or sorry, in the year. I didn't mention it as my top five, but it is a contender, so I did talk about it a little bit at the end of the video. So if you guys want to know more of my thoughts with Arceus and Brittany as well, then you guys can watch that video and you guys can see more of us talking there about Beastars. Okay, so the third season follows and still keeps following the life of Legoshi. Legoshi basically is now going through cravings. I talked about it in my first impressions already, because he ate Lewis's leg, so he's still trying to get all these meat cravings out. There is this new drink in town that are basically making carnivores want more meat, and this is a big issue because there's more and more fights between carnivores and herbivores. There's a lot that happens in this season, so I'm going to try to get the bigger parts out of the way, and the smaller parts you just have to see the season yourself to really understand more about it. But you get a lot of stuff out of it. First thing is kind of the love life of Legoshi and Haru. We get a little bit of it throughout the season, and it's not a big part of it as it is in other seasons, but it's still part of it. Legoshi wants to have a life more than just dating. He wants to be married and all that. There's rules against stuff of it, especially people like him who's marked as a criminal because he's already eaten meat, so he can't marry a herbivore anymore. But he wants to have a normal life with Haru, and he doesn't know how it's gonna go, but he's trying his best. Haru just wants to have a relationship with him. Like, she doesn't want to wait. She doesn't want to wait and see. And even though her friend is mauled down by a lion because her friend's seeing a lion and that doesn't go the right way, she almost gets, I don't know if she gets killed or she almost gets killed, one of the two. She just wants to be part of Legoshi's life. She wants to be by his side. She doesn't want to care what her parents think, what her family, friends think, or anyone thinks. She just wants to be with Legoshi. And it gets weird. Like, she wants to be so much in his life that she makes him take her to like the black market where they sell animals, and she even goes into like a market where they specifically sell rabbits, and like there she wants to make out with Legoshi, and it's just weird. It's weird where she's taking this. Like, we don't really know where her mind is going, but it's going in the wrong directions, I feel. And that's pretty much it. Like, we don't really get much of her. She is part of the last scene, which I'll talk about in a bit, but that's really it about her. Um then we have Lewis, or Luis, who is the reindeer, or not the reindeer, the deer. And he again lost his leg. Not a big deal. He has having a relationship with another deer because that's an arranged marriage. But he's also having a secret love relationship with a girl called Juno, who came out in season one and two, I believe, as well. She's another wolf, and he is in love with her, but he doesn't really want to accept it. But other than that, his main story is him realizing what the drink is all about, what's causing the drink to make carnivals go crazy, and basically trying to uncover it in front of everyone and everyone to realize it so that he can eventually become a beast star. He does get help of the beast star, which is a horse, and we get more of him in Legoshi's story as well. Legoshi, in the other hand, again, is trained to control his cravings. He's doing really well. And through this beastar, he basically gets entangled with him, and he is trying to help him take down one of the new leaders of the dangerous Shishigumi, I believe. Yeah, Shishigumi gang, which is now Melon. Now, Melon is a 24-year-old gazelle slash leopard. Yeah, he is mixed. We get introduced to more mix. We find out that Legoshi's mother was a mixed species. He himself, I guess, is kind of considered also a mixed species. So it's kind of a weird story there, but we get a little bit of that. Melon himself is a sociopath serial killer. He kills because he wants to kill. He doesn't want to eat. Like, he doesn't enjoy eating grass and vegetables and fruits, and he doesn't enjoy eating meat either. He doesn't enjoy at all eating. He just kills to kill. And essentially, he tries to kill Legoshi at the end of the season. That's the big cliffhanger, and we're left off with big questions why that happened, and we don't know what's going to happen next, but we're just questioning it all. A lot of other things happen throughout, obviously, but that's the bigger one. The biggest thing that hit me is Legoshi's past with his mother. He does have an encounter, a near-death experience, if you can say, before he gets killed again by Melon. He has another near-death experience, and this is where we find out, like, his mom being a mixed species and how these mixed species eventually start transforming themselves. So she started getting scales. She was a wolf. She started getting scales, and people thought that she was a freak, and because of it, she committed suicide. And that episode broke me. It really did. Seeing, first of all, the what ifs that run through his mind, because if he would have just, she at one moment before she commits suicide goes into the room, hugs him, and he says that he was awake, he was conscious, he just didn't turn or say that he was awake, and he said, I just wanted to say that how beautiful you are, but I also felt such safety and comfort with you there. He just never turned around, and then so this whole what if I would have just turned around and said how beautiful you are, maybe you would have still been here with me. That hits you hard. If you've ever lost a loved one, what ifs are things that will forever haunt you in positive and negative ways, but it does. And I'm not gonna cry again, but that episode broke me. I did cry. My wife was like, why are you crying? Like, she didn't understand that I was crying because of a wolf. And I was like, you don't understand the pain that he's gone through, but now the fact that that pain was shared with his mother, but he didn't know that his mother had pain, and obviously she did because she committed suicide. It's just a bunch of like, and it really hit me. So really enjoyed it. I think it did a really good job with this series. Part 2 is coming next year again, so I guess we'll see part 2, which is really season 4, which again, can someone explain to me in the comment section, because I'm going to go insane with this. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love, and like always guys, don't be strangers. See you guys.